Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up. Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Cleveland,
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Cleveland.
are you ready for Monster Jam?
Let's ride, we got the green light, it's a party in the pen tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll, on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, Jam, Jam. When I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Let's ride, we got the green light, it's a party in the can tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll, on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, jam, jam.
Cleveland, this is Monster Jam.
Cleveland, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. Whoever can get around this track the fastest will claim the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So I've got one question to kick this event off. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
First to pull to the line, make some noise for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Kicking off the JCB Racing competition with the driver entering in his 21st season. A seasoned veteran. Let's see what he's got. Let's go green. The time for John Zimmer in Megalodon is 11.417. First competitor underway. Check it out on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. A smooth run at that. For John Zimmer in Megalodon, first to go here in the JCB Racing competition. Once again, that time for Megalodon is 11.417. One thing to watch during the racing competition here in JCB Racing is that gray Monster Jam turn cone. MJ Solorio ready and pulled to the line, knows he has to be tight on that corner and not knock that turn cone out of the flowered parameter. 5-second penalty will be awarded to the driver who does. But he's ready. He's in the cab. Make some noise for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. MJ Solorio so far here in the JCB Racing competition. Earlier today with the third fastest time. He's gunning to make better than that top three. He's looking to beat that personal record, but most importantly, end up with the fastest time out on the track. Let's go green! Looks like trouble on the track for El Toro Loco. A heart-stopping moment for MJ Solorio. And a tough go at that. The first competition, JCB Racing. Could be trouble with that Monster Jam truck. One can only assume there, but Alex Miniak will be giving us that pit report. If something's wrong with that Monster Jam truck, you can better believe that our pit reporter, Alex Miniak's going to get the story on that. And knowing the competitor that MJ Solorio is, that is a tough go for him. I did get word from our Monster Jam officials. He will be awarded a DNF, which here at Monster Jam does stand for did not finish. Monster Jam fans, I am getting word that the reason that run was stopped was because MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco did go out of bounds there with his BKT tires during the race. He goes out of bounds there, and that was the reason for that race cut short. It's the name of the game here in Monster Jam. You got to be precise, dialed in, and ready.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for Name That Truck. So we've got Paige over here, who's our lucky Monster Jam contestant. Cleveland, can we make some noise for Paige? One more time, can we make some noise for Paige? That's what I'm talking about. All right, Paige, it's called Name That Truck. A truck's gonna start to appear on the screen, and we'll see if you can name that truck before the time is done. Go ahead, throw it up. All right, so there's like pink and blue. Cleveland, if you know what it is, just go ahead and shout it out so that way Paige can walk away with a prize. Do you think you know which one it is? Oh, I think she's got it. Okay, come over here. Come a little closer to the mic. What is it?
Sparkle Smash.
She said Sparkle Smash. What are we thinking? Oh, Sparkle Smash it is. You get a high five, and you get a very cool prize. One more time, Paige.
Next to hit the track, let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Brandon Arthur's third to go here in the JCB Racing competition. Fastest time this weekend's been a 10-second pass. Let's see what he's got. The time for Brandon Arthur in JCB Racing right here. We're going to get that official time from our Monster Jam officials. We've got a official Monster Jam timing system. We will resort back to that for that time for Brandon Arthur here in Gravedigger. Let's take a look at the Super Glue to the action replay. Really smart technique here. Fast on the straightaway, but that third corner it's going to be vital to your success here in the JCB Racing competition. You're going to watch each and every driver kind of slow down on that third corner, because if you go too fast, you're going to swing the back of that truck. You're going to get too much speed and not be able to launch yourself over that finish line on the center of the pod. A heart-racing moment as we wait for that time for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger to see exactly where he stands in the JCB Racing competition. So far earlier in the event today, he was able to shave off a few seconds of that time, gaining some speed, but a whole new track means different track conditions. So check it out. We got the time up on the board. It's a 10.530. And right now, that is the fastest time. Next up, get loud for Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train, a technically sound driver who will be wrenching on his truck if anything goes wrong, but that means he's dialed in and he has that technological advantage. Will it do him well in the racing competition? Let's go green! Check it out. The time for Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train, a 9.724. That is the new fastest time out on the track. Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train. Check it out now on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. It wasn't smooth, but it was fast, and that's all that mattered. There you have it on the JCB Racing Competition leaderboard. Crazy Train takes to that top spot. Once again, coming in with that time of a 9.724. But his little brother might have something to say about that. Coming up next, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy on Friday, making it to the top 4 fastest times, coming in with that time of a 10-second racing pass. Looking to beat his brother here. Let's go green! The time for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is a 10.342. A fast pass, but not fast enough. Let's take a look at this run, though, because structurally, it's a very sound racing run. You see him, protect the truck on this last corner. By taking that break, he's able to get the perfect angle to go up and over that ramp. That's what I'm talking about on that third corner, so keep your eyes peeled. But Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy comes in with that time of a 10.342. Next up, it's Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is a fearless competitor. She pulls to the line, opening at a time faster than 9.7. Let's go green! The time for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is 12.107. Let's take another look at that run on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Really great speed, smooth transition around that corner 1, corner 2. But you see a little bit of speed picked up on that last corner there, giving her just a little bit too much space. She's got to make up for that time, making it over that finish line, coming in with that time of a 12.107. Once again, that time for Sparkle Smash was a 12.107. Next up, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity was able to take the JCB Racing win on Friday right here in Rocket Arena. Looking to repeat the same with another fast pass out on the track. Let's go racing! The time for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is a 10.400. We take a second look at that racing pass on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity has got that great strategy down. He knows exactly what he's doing, currently holding the fastest time of the weekend, but loses a little bit of that tight momentum on that third corner. That is a tough corner, and like I said, it'll be vital to whoever takes the next 8 points. But that time for terminal velocity was a 10.400. Monster Jam fans, we did see Terminal Velocity take the JCB Racing win on Friday, but we also had another event earlier here today. And it was this next competitor who took the win in the JCB Racing competition. Make some noise for Cody Saucier in Dragon. The rivalry continues as we have this competitor pulled to the line here in JCB Racing. Looking to take that win again. He was able to pull off a race pass of a 9.6 earlier today, which right now would be enough. But with a whole new track, let's see what happens. Let's go green! The time for Cody Saucier in Dragon is a 9.8. That means your winner of the JCB Racing competition is Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train, our third JCB Racing winner of the weekend. He is out there proving, do not forget about me. All aboard the Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train claims the first 8 points of the event. He claims that top spot on the leaderboard, and right now that fast pass of a 9.724 proves he's the fastest guy out on the track. There he is, Cleveland. Make some noise. Your first competition winner, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Triton, you are no ordinary locomotive out there. You are the bullet train, the fastest train in the land here in JCB Racing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I watched everybody before me. They got a little bit of a slick track going on. I knew I had to be fast but slow at the same time. You know, this season I've been a consistent second or third, but just cannot get that first place spot. But watching everybody else's mistakes, I figured I'd pick up the slack on it and take this train all the way to number one.
Well, number one so far, indeed. How do you use this track to your advantage for two-wheel skills coming up?
Well, you know what? This track, it's a little slippery and a little tacky, so it all depends on how the track lays out when you're trying to do the stoppies and two-wheel. You guys are just going to have to stay tuned and find out for yourselves.
Ooh, I like that. A little drama. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Confident MJ Solorio hits the track, feeling it out. Where is that first ramp that's calling his name? What's he got up his sleeve for attempt number one? He lines up nice and square, some major precision. You got to get the right bite. And Cleveland, can you believe it? It's just one attempt. He's still got one attempt remaining. Now for attempt number 2, he'll have to outdo attempt number 1. Let's see what he's got for us here, filling out the track. I know after that race pass, he's determined to give the fans exactly what he's promised. MJ Solorio feeling out that ramp. What's he gonna do, Cleveland? Scoring is open for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Hey, that second attempt may not have ended on 4 BKT tires the way he planned, but that's why we give the scoring to you, and you know what matters? He got those 2 attempts in. A huge moment, really important for him in this event especially. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. These are the moves you're scoring now on judgeszone.com. And this score for MJ Solorio will set the bar exactly where he stands in this competition. You got to imagine a heart racing moment for him, having experienced what he did in the JCB racing competition. So Cleveland, let's see what you thought. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is not bad at all. A 7.916 is the score awarded to El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video screen because it's time for the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. And we've got Paxton over here. Give me 5, Paxton. He was ready to go. He saw me. He's like, I want to play a game. Me, right here, wants to play a game. All right. So this is the Helmet Shuffle. All you got to do is see that trophy right there. It landed under number 2. Keep following it. Don't lose it. Cleveland, help him out. Sometimes they try to trick you with these things. Lock in, dude. You've got this. Almost there. Don't look away. Do not look away. Jumping around, spinning around. All right, what are we thinking, Cleveland? Is it 1, 2, 3? Okay. It's slowing down. Okay, so we're thinking 1, 2, 3. All right, Paxton's got a guess. Go ahead. What is it?
1.
All right, let's find out. It's not our number 3. It's not under number 2. Number 1. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. Now you're pretty happy that you're asked to play a game, huh? All right, man. Well, are you having fun at Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Would you like to come back to Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Well, you're also going to get to come back May 2nd when we go to Huntington Bank Field. You're going to get the chance to see all of our superstars one more time. Does that sound pretty good?
Yeah.
If you want to come back, take a look at the video screen. That'll tell you the info, and we're going to go celebrate.
A big moment of celebration, and we already have one underway. Check this out, Cleveland. You guys are incredible. We already have a great leaderboard. You can see here, John Zimmer in Megalodon is currently in the lead to walk away with St. Jude Ambassador of the event. But he's got some competition with MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. If you're a Plane Crazy fan or a Terminal Velocity fan or even a Dragon fan, you got to show some love to your favorite driver. Scan that QR code, make a donation. Remember, all of the proceeds go directly to St. Jude to help families in the fight against childhood cancer. Our next competitor said, I will wait while you clear the track for me. It's Logan Ashline in his Sparkle Smash. We're ready to get back to the action. And I know that everybody loves unicorns, but I also know that Sparkle Smash kind of represents for some girl power. So if you're cheering her on, make some noise for Logan Ashline. She feels out the track. One good lap to test out those track conditions. She's lining up for that log stack. Got to get nice and square. She'll look for those BKT tires to get the right bite, and as she sets that truck down with grace. That's 12,000 pounds, Cleveland. I don't know how you set that down unless you're a master of control. Right here, Logan Ashline, one confident attempt here so far. She's still got one remaining. What's she gonna choose? Let's see what part of the ramp is calling her name.
It's party time. It's Logan Ashline. It's Sparkle Smash. Cleveland scoring is open.
Logan Ashline sends that unicorn into the sky. I don't think you can see a Monster Jam 12,000 pound unicorn fly into the sky anywhere else but here. But Logan Ashline, she's going for that big air, looking for those high scores. I think that's the first sky wheelie so far that we've seen here in the competition. So a smart move to mix it up by Logan Ashline. And we've got the scores officially locked in. Let's take a look at those results. The score for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is a 7.244. Next up, in the lead to be the St. Jude ambassador of the event, it's John Zimmer in Megalodon. He lines up with precision on the log stack. What's he gonna do? Keep up that energy, Cleveland. John Zimmer showing off that veteran composure. Balances 12,000 pounds on the tip of that Monster Jam Megalodon nose. No easy feat to do. Looks like he's feeling out the track, testing out the rhythm of that pod. He's got something up his sleeve, Cleveland, for attempt number 2.
There's a shark in the water. John Zimmer, Megalodon. Cleveland, take out your phone, scan that QR code because scoring is open.
We really get to see that surgical precision every time John Zimmer hits the track here in the two-wheel skills competition for Team Megalodon. Let's take a look at those highlights on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You see him get the perfect starting position, squared up real nice up on 2 BKT tires. He's out there making it look easy. So he's up against the score to beat held by MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. It's a 7.916. The score for John Zimmer in Megalodon is... That's right, Cleveland, an 8.457. We have a new leader. Megalodon swims his way to the top of the two-wheel skills challenge leaderboard. A great run, but there we saw 2 successful attempts with some really impressive maneuvers. So we're gonna see if any of the rest of our competitors have enough and got what it takes to take over that top spot. Next up, Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Brandon Arthur sharpens his shovel to take out the rest of the competition, up and into a maneuver right away. Cleveland, that's just one attempt from Brandon Arthur. I mean, talk about sharpening the shovel. He pulls off a great maneuver, turns it into a combo. We saw some slap wheelie action there. Cleveland, I don't know what you've done, but we've got something good here for Brandon Arthur. Let's see what else he's gonna do.
Get loud for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Less than 20 seconds left. Lock in your scores.
Cleveland, we heard you loud and proud after that first attempt by Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger, and I know that run has to feel pretty good. I mean, 2 successful maneuvers. You see him set it up with confidence, hits the ramp, and after the first attempt, he said, hold on, I'm not done. Let me come back for a little more. Pushes it to that ragged edge. And now we've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out. He is up against that score to beat, which is held by John Zimmer in Megalodon. It's a score of an 8.457. The score for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger is... That's right, an 8.755. We have a new leader.
All right, coming up next, we've got Triton Robbins in
Crazy Train. He's your JCB Racing winner. This train's ready to go off the rails. Triton Robbins coming into the competition with some confidence. And of course, those 8 points from the JCB Racing win. He's proven he's the fastest truck out on the track. But can he right now prove he's got the two-wheel skills to take that win as well? We've seen it before right here in the season of 2026. Triton Robbins throws down some mean combinations. Let's see what he's got. He feels out that track just like the rest of our competitors. Feels out those track conditions. to find that sweet spot. Looking for those BKT tires to get the right bite on the track. One attempt. I don't know where Carlos is, but he better get me something with that combo. Carlos, I'm going to need a large Diet Coke, please, because Triton Robbins is bringing the combos right here to the two-wheel skills competition. He's been known to sneak up on us and deliver those crazy combos when we least expect it. Lining up for attempt number 2.
All aboard Triton Robbins Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com. Score now, score now, score now.
We've seen Triton Robbins do it in Crazy Train before, but each time it's better and better. Like the rest of our drivers, they're bringing something new to the track every time. Triton Robbins squares up. He's dialed in. To pull off these maneuvers, your truck has to be technically sound. He's in control and pulls off a combination, just threading in that skill and proving, hey, I got what it takes, and I want that top score. You've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train is an 8.531. A solid score. Right now, good enough for second place. Three trucks still to go in the two-wheel skills competition. Right now, Gravedigger Brandon Arthur hangs on to that top spot. Any competitor looking to take those 8 points will need to outdo that black and green wrecking machine. He's got that top score of an 8.755 for Team Gravedigger. Next up, Cody Saucier in Dragon. Cody Saucier ready to heat up the competition, feels out that track, heads to the pod. He knows he's gonna have to throw down something big, something impressive, and something to take those next 8 points. All right, shows us something new. Takes that truck across the pod, 12,000 pounds on just 2 BKT tires. He makes it look easy, controls that truck, pops it up, and takes it over. But that's just attempt number 1. Let's see what's in store for attempt number 2.
Fire-breathing fury, it's Cody Saucier in Dragon. Judgeszone.com, less than 20 seconds to lock in your score.
Cody Saucier in Dragon. You see it there on the super glue, glued to the action replay, bringing a new maneuver that we haven't seen so far right into the two-wheel skills competition. As the official judges keep this in mind, are they bringing out something new? Then we see that ramp of choice. He pulls off that maneuver, fighting track conditions just a little bit there. You see that top layer of dirt's drying out. Well, Cody Saucier in Dragon throws a spike to the fans, hoping they'll throw him a bone with the scores. Let's check it out. We've got it locked in. The score for Cody Saucier in Dragon, 7.196. Right now, good enough for 6th place. Monster Jam fans, remember, at judgeszone.com, you've got the power to score. You can bring your favorite run to the top. So make sure you scan that QR code and have a say in who's walking away with the next 8 points. Cleveland, we know you have many options when you travel, which is why we're so glad you chose Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins hits that track with confidence at debuting that brand new body this year, 2026. But behind that body is a driver determined to get the next 8 points available at the end of this competition. Seventh to go in the pack. He's got to be smart with those maneuvers and take into consideration the track conditions. He's up on 2 wheels. One attempt down. Montana Robbins showing some love to that side of the arena. I don't think anyone's taken it this far before. I'm going to take this flight, make a little detour, have a layover on this side of the track, but he's still got 1 attempt remaining. Here in the 2-wheel skills challenge, he lines up nice and square. What's he going to do, Cleveland?
That wild ride was brought to you by Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Less than 20 seconds to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy, just 19 years old, the second-generation driver, and out here tearing up the track with the rest of the competition. You can see there on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, precision and control. But every time we see Montana play, he has fun with those maneuvers. He pushes it to that edge just a little bit. We see him try to take it a little bit further with each and every one of those maneuvers. And we've got your scores locked in. Let's take a look. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is a 7.605. A solid score, good enough right now for 5th place. One final truck to go here in the 2-wheel skills challenge. That means just only 1 driver stands in the way of Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger, walking away with the 2-wheel skills win and the next 8 points. Will Brandon Arthur and Gravedigger walk away with the win? Or will it be our next competitor, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity? John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity took the 2-wheel skills win earlier here today. Looking to ride that wave of momentum right into today's event and take another win. John Zimmer Jr. is one of those drivers with that surgical precision we talk about on those approach. There's calculated things going on inside that cab. Let's see what happens out on the track. There you have it. Attempt number 1, John Zimmer. You see him kind of approach that jump, and to some of us, might look a little crooked. He's adding some flair. He's going for this move. He's calling it the kicker, and he's looking to add a little flair into the two-wheel skills competition. But with 1 attempt remaining, he knows he's got to lay down something big. He's up against some tough competition. What will he do for this final attempt? It comes down to this right here.
With the save, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. Back and forth combination moves, a marathon from John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Last opportunity in the two-wheel skills challenge to go to judgeszone.com and lock in your score.
You said it, Carlos. It was a marathon indeed. John Zimmer Jr. had that truck up on 2 BKT tires for what felt like an eternity. It's Valentine's Day. He's just making sure everybody has time to call their mom, call their loved ones, wish them a happy Valentine's Day. You got time if this kid's on 2 wheels. Absolute madness. And we've got the scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is an 8.314. That means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition is Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger not only gets those next 8 points, but brings himself to the top of the leaderboard here in the two-wheel skills challenge. He's taking home that two-wheel skills win. And Cleveland, you helped him get there. Make some noise. Your two-wheel skills winner, Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger.
Brandon, that Gravedigger shovel was sure sharp. It dug right in. You planted those front 2 BKT tires, did your thing. 1 two-wheel skills. How does it feel, man?
It feels amazing, man. I've been here for the last 2 weeks with these guys and haven't been able to get anything done yet, and we're finally able to make it happen here tonight. And these guys are good, man. I was back there sweating that whole time, waiting to see if we were going to be able to hold on to that lead, and we were able to. Johnny just went out and laid a really good two-wheel down, and I was kind of nervous there for a second, but thank you all fans. You guys are awesome. Cleveland's been amazing here this weekend, and we're not done yet. We still got plenty of Monster Jam action left. We got FMX Freestyle and everybody's favorite Monster Jam Freestyle. So I can tell you what, hold on, because it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah, it is. In the last freestyle you did this afternoon, you went for that Morgan and Morgan backflip, and you took us for a ride. Could we see more of the same tonight?
Oh, we're definitely going to go for a ride for sure. I don't know about a backflip, but we're going to go out there and turn it down Gravedigger style, baby. That's what we're here for. So it's Saturday night. We're here to have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out, and it's Monster Jam Freestyle time.
Give it up for Brandon Arthur, driver of Gravedigger. That's right, Cleveland. If you thought what you saw was the biggest air tonight, I've got news for you. We have our Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross riders, and they are going to take to the skies. They may even touch the top of Rocket Arena, we shall see. But again, for this, I will need your help. The louder you scream, the higher they fly, all right? Remember that. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Oh, I like the energy I'm feeling so far. All right, let's line them up, and we'll try this out. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. All right, we got it going, Cleveland. Keep that up. One more time, let's go. Yeah. Well, that is just a primer. I want to welcome Brendan Reardon. Next up will be Kenny Haskell. And we call this man the Cowboy. Lasso it up for Kenny Bartram. And finally, hit the jump, Josh Hepburn. Our Monster Jam FMX riders, oh my, are going to continue to hit this jump, preparing for the FMX Best Trick competition. Oh my. Just keep doing your part, Cleveland. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Cowboy Kenny with the whip. Josh Hedford with the flip. You know, guys, we still have a best trick competition coming up. You got to save something that just shows their best trick is still in store. Our FMX riders are lining up, and it is now time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Cleveland, this is where you come in, just like the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. When those screens go red, make sure to enter your score at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com, again, using that code CLE, and give our very talented FMX riders the scores they deserve. I just have one question for you, Cleveland. Who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Up first, make some noise for Brendan Reardon. Brendan Reardon's from Worcester, Massachusetts. He's been riding for over 24 years. He's a 2017 ISDE gold medalist, and today he's throwing down on his Honda CRF 450.
Oh, Brendan with the seat grab. Let's go. Grabs it again. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Those screens are red. Scan the code to score. 20 seconds at code CLE. What a way to get started down here. Keaton.
Absolute insanity to let go completely of the bike at peak air. Insane. That rock solid from Brendan Reardon. First to go in the competition, and of course that score is going to set the bar for the rest of the riders. Let's check it out. The score for Brendan Reardon is, it's a 7.891. That's going to be the score to beat. Coming up next, make some noise for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell is from Boston, Massachusetts, and he has been riding since the age of just 5 years old. He's raced motocross. He's rode overseas in Japan, in Singapore, in Argentina, and even Brazil. He's been riding 4 Monster Jams since 2014, and off the track, he's a dad to 2 young boys. Today, he's throwing down on his Yamaha YZ 252 stroke. Kenny Haskell said, you know what, Cleveland? I don't think you guys were loud enough for me on that runway. Let's show them how loud Cleveland gets.
Backflip Kenny. That's what we're calling him. Boy, he is holding nothing back. Score now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds. Use that code CLE. And Keaton, those tricks keep getting better and better.
That's right. With a best trick like that, I mean, Kenny Haskell can take as many startups as he would like if that's the way he's going to throw down here in the best trick competition. But it's going to be up to your scores. He's up against that score to beat held by Brendan Reardon. It's a score of a 7.891. The score for Kenny Haskell is... Check him out, a high score, a 9.068. That is going to be enough to take the lead. Next up, let's hear it for Kenny Bartram. Kenny Bartram is from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and they call him Cowboy Kenny. He's a 10-time X Games medalist, a 10-time Gravity Games medalist, and today, he's throwing down on his KTM 450.
You know, Kenny told Kenny, I'll take your backflip and I'll double it. Wow, Cowboys taken to the sky. Space Cowboys even. Judgeszone.com. Score it now. Judgeszone.com. Use that code CLE.
You know, Alex, it's right here. Only at Monster Jam are you going to catch a battle of the Kennys during the best trick competition. So we have those scores locked in. The score to beat right now is Kenny Haskell with a score of a 9.068. The score for Kenny Bartram is a 9.026. I mean, we're talking about thousandths of a point here, some serious competition, but Kenny Haskell remains in the lead. With one rider remaining, Cleveland makes some noise for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford's from Asheville, North Carolina, and he's competed in Nitro Circus and Night of Jumps in Europe. 2026 marks his 20th year of riding, and he's been a part of our Monster Jam family for over 10 years. Today he's throwing down his Kawasaki 450.
Wow, Josh says, I'll take your backflip and your backflip, and I'll triple that. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com. Score it now. That code, CLE. It's a good thing we don't have anybody else in the competition, because I don't know what we do. We're running out of tricks.
You know, Alex, it's right here in this competition. We got to give some credit to Josh Hedford and the rest of the team. I think this is the loudest audience we've had all weekend. You guys are electric, and keep it up, because it all comes down to this. That score to beat is held by Kenny Haskell. It's a score of a 9.068. The score for Josh Hedford is there you have it, a 9.840. For the third time here this weekend, your best trick winner, Josh Hedford.
Cleveland, you like what you see? Yeah, they like what they see. Well, guess what? We're not done yet. Oh, no, it is time for our Monster Jam trains. Our Monster Jam FMX riders are going to line up in a single file line and hit that jump. One after the next, after the next, after the next. And again, I'm going to need you to get loud. You've been so good at this, Cleveland, because the louder you scream, the higher they fly. And again, it still applies here when that train leaves the station. So on the count of three, out of your seats and get loud for me. 1, 2, 3. Coming through the station with the whip train. That was great. That was great, Cleveland, but I think these guys got another train in them. Do you want to see another Monster Jam FMX train? Yeah! Our FMX riders feel it. They feel the energy inside Rocket Arena, and they're going to go for it one more time. Again, we need you behind them. Cleveland, let's go! Whoa! That is the trick train. I feel like our Monster Jam riders have one more in them. Should we ask them to come back? One more train. They are about to deliver, but this is the one where I really, really need you. When they line up and that train leaves the station, I need you to give me a big choo-choo on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The backflip train, give it up for the riders of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross.
Cleveland, one more time. Give it up for these Daredevils, Brendan Reardon, Kenny Haskell, Kenny Bartram, and Josh Hetford.
Josh Hetford, we're going to let you get settled here, catch your breath. Wow, battle of the Kennys and a Josh thrown in for good measure. You see one good backflip. You see another backflip that ups the stakes, and you say, you know what? I'm going to do you better. How do you do that? I mean, what's that pressure like? The anxiety of saying, wow, these guys rule.
Oh, yeah. I can't even talk right now. I'm so overexcited. That was a switchblade flip, and yeah, it's kind of an interesting trick to do after those guys going big, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I don't even know where you learned some of this stuff, but you've been in the game for a long time. How do you practice those tricks? How do you perfect them to the levels they are today?
Oh, we started in a giant pit of foam, like a huge giant pit of huge fluffy foam, trying to practice all these crazy tricks for years and years. So then we started doing it to like big dirt landings, and now we use these big inflatable landings.
Yeah, well, you know what? You nailed it to perfection. You almost had a perfect 10. Josh Hetford, we'll let you get some tea, get some rest, because you got to come back tomorrow and defend that title, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition.
Cleveland, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Speed and class. It's Logan Ashline's Sparkle Smash. Go to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Freestyle is not a party until Logan Ashline determines itself with that confetti cannon. Cleveland, what'd you think? That's right, Logan Ashline looking pumped after that run. And man, I would be too. You saw her during the run. She stays patient. That's well sequenced. She doesn't rush that truck. It's a smart build there. She doesn't break the rhythm, and she is absolutely building that flow. And man, first to go in freestyle straight out of the gate. That is no easy feat, but we've got your guys' scores locked in. Let's go ahead and take a look. The score for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is... all right, a solid score, a 7.833.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy.
Montana Robbins and playing crazy. 60 seconds to define his fate here in this competition. Let's see what he's got for us.
What a ride and what a landing. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy. Cleveland's scoring is open.
Montana Robbins and playing crazy, hot off the tarmac. A great freestyle run, and I have to say, Cleveland, this is the first donut action we've seen all weekend. A great freestyle run with some really great throttle rhythm in there. Of course, Montana Robbins are responsible for that control of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. We've got your scores locked in, Cleveland. He's up against that score to beat held by Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. It's a score of a 7.833. The score for Montana Robbins in Playing Crazy is... that's right, a 7.977. That is the new score to beat. Monster Jam fans, as we move on throughout the freestyle competition, we don't know who's won freestyle just yet, but I'm proud to announce we're ready to crown the St. Jude ambassador of the event. Reveal that leaderboard. Check this out. It's really close here, but It's Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy walking away with that title, St. Jude Ambassador of the event. What a sweet victory. He takes to the top spot in freestyle and walks away with the most important title here, the St. Jude Ambassador of the event. Whether you donated and contributed to this leaderboard or not, remember, it's never too late to make a difference for families affected by childhood cancer. Help Monster Jam fight the fight with St. Jude.
Monster Jam fans, coming up next, Cody Saucier in
Dragon!
Cleveland, he might be headed for the Morgan. I think he's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp.
Cleveland. How did you like that? Cody Saucier coming through, throwing it down in Dragon.
The Rocket Arena is electric with the noise coming from our Monster Jam fans. Cody Saucier is ready to soak up that love from Cleveland right here. A mean freestyle run, the speediest one we've seen so far, and with a Morgan and Morgan backflip. I don't know what else you could ask for, Cleveland, and you've got a tough job right here being the official judges, but we've got your scores locked in. He's up against that score to beat, held by Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy. It's a 7.977. The score for Cody Saucier in Dragon is... That rest is well-deserved, Cody. A 9.308. We absolutely have a new leaderboard. Dragon climbs to the top of our freestyle competition. A fantastic freestyle run for Cody Saucier in Dragon. We saw how fast that run was, and that's real controlled chaos out on the track. Some serious decision-making happening during that run, and it's a structured freestyle that really can only happen when your throttle rhythm is advanced as Cody Saucier. Behind the wheel of Dragon, it's going to be tough for the rest of the pack to come out and deliver, but we're here at Monster Jam. We got the best of the best, and that whole could be completely shaken up. Make sure you have a say in who's taken to the top. Judgeszone.com. He's back. He's ready. He might be missing a horn, but he's ready to tear up that truck. It's MJ Celorio, El Toro Loco.
¿Y los latinos dónde están? Una vez más, un aplauso para MJ Solorio, el Toro Loco.
MJ Solorio tearing up the track. Man, oh man, Cleveland, back-to-back backflips. MJ Solorio said, let me see what you can do, and I think he can do it better. He comes out here determined to take to the top spot. Up against some serious competitions and an important job in your hands, Cleveland. We got the scores locked in. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is, check this out, a 9.191. That's a solid score, a fantastic freestyle score. Right now, good enough for second place. A 9.191, and that takes second place. That really speaks to how hard these drivers are pushing the trucks to the limits. They want your high scores. They want to be at the top of the board, and they're doing it all for you. Next up, John Zimmer in Megalodon.
And that will do it for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Less than 20 seconds left to go to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
John Zimmer in Megalodon out there proving he's the veteran he is. 21st season of Monster Jam, and you can see that woven into that freestyle run right there. He has a calculated approach to this freestyle run, but he's got such momentum and flow in those obstacles in between those hits. We can't even tell. I mean, he is driving 3 moves ahead of what we see out on the track. He paces that clock really well, and that is some veteran awareness right there. But we also need some official judging awareness. We know you are at judgeszone.com locking it in, and you have it right there. A 7.531 for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Next up, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity took the freestyle win earlier here today. He knows it's possible, that victory is within reach. The question is, can he go back to back?
One more time for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. JudgesZone.com. Score now, score now, score now.
Love to see that Freestyle start with that in-cab shot. He puts down that visor and means serious business. We saw some major air, but this right here is my favorite moment. Up onto two wheels. We see him kind of save it there, but then takes over. He said, don't worry, I got major and master control of this 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. The ability to just keep on moving throughout those maneuvers. Man, that is a good run, but it's up to you guys, and you decided an 8.873 with that run deserved, and right now, that's good enough for third place. Two more trucks to go here in the freestyle competition as Cody Saucier and Dragon hangs on to that top spot. He's got that score of a 9.308. The competitor who wants to take home the 8 points is going to need to do better than that. It's a tall order, but a familiar one for our Monster Jam superstars. Two more trucks to go here in freestyle. All aboard, Cleveland! Let's hear it for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Coming into freestyle with that JCB Racing win, those 8 points, confidence and momentum might just carry him to a winning freestyle run.
Let's get those arms in the air for Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. Less than 20 seconds to score now.
Triton Robbins and Crazy Train, a master of control behind the wheel of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. It's a smart entry angles at all obstacles out on the track there. And you can see the skill of this young driver in the way that he approaches each and every one of those obstacles. We've got your scores, Cleveland. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train is an 8.1770. Another solid score here, good enough for fourth place. Check out this freestyle competition leaderboard. These are some of the highest scores we've seen all weekend. And there you have it. Cody Saucier and Dragon still at the top with that score of a 9.308. Only one driver to go and 60 seconds that stand between two drivers from taking a competition win. Those bells can only mean one thing. It's Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger.
And he sets it back down on all four tires. One more time, Brandon Arthur, Gravedigger. Less than 20 seconds left to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Arthur, a full commitment from start to finish there in that freestyle run. That run had intention. It was a statement. He came out here to leave a message with Cleveland, and he says that freestyle track belongs to me. And so does these 8 points. He wants that win, but it's your scores and your scores alone that will determine who's walking away with that win. It's all come down to this moment right here. The score for Brandon Arthur and Gravediggers at 8.605. That means your winner of freestyle is Cody Saucier in Dragon. He adds on those 8 points, but it wasn't enough to take home the overall event championship. Your overall event champion is Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train proves he's got exactly what it takes to take the whole thing home. This marks BKT overall event win number 3 for Triton Robbins. One more time, give it up for the entire Arena Championship Series East. And of course, your overall event champion, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Cleveland's going down in the history books for Triton Robbins, holding a special place in his heart. It is overall event win number 3 of the season. Cleveland, he's got the trophy one more time. Triton Robbins.
Triton Robbins riding the Victory Express tonight to the BKT Overall Event Championship. Great night for you in Cleveland. It was awesome to watch.
That's for sure. I couldn't do it without my friends and family, my sponsored Spam Lifters, Raising Cane Monster Trucks, Bull Snot, and I tell you what, a little shout out to my crew guy, Mr. Ricky in the back. I tell you what, beginning of this year, he didn't even know what a Monster Jam truck was. And I tell you what, me and my brother got him hooked. Eat, sleep, and everything, these Monster Jam trucks. And he doesn't keep his hands off my truck all night to make sure it is 110% for you Monster Jam fans.
I feel like you have some unfinished business and more fans to win over another event tomorrow. Can you do it? Will you do it, Triton?
That's for sure. We're taking this crazy train all the way to number 1. Here we go. You guys have to come back tomorrow. We're all gearing up to put on a great event for you guys tomorrow. We're just getting started. Let me hear you guys.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, your BKT overall event champion.
Monster Jam fans, a big congratulations to Triton Robbins walking away with that overall event championship win. Carlos, it's so awesome when we can not only, of course, see that excitement in the drivers, but feel it in the arena like we have here in Rocket Arena.
I think you said it earlier, this was definitely one of the loudest crowds that we had. And that was probably one of the loudest winner interviews that we've had all weekend. I really feel like, man, that one felt so real. That was so genuine, such a genuine amount of emotion in that winner interview. Honestly, it was such a cool story. Congratulations one more time to the Robbins boys and Triton Robbins Crazy Train.
We know that's a big family celebration, just like we've celebrated the entire event here with all of you, whether you tuned in to the live stream or joined us live right here in Rocket Arena. You were a part of our Monster Jam event, and we couldn't have done it without you. So make sure you've got your tickets to Monster Jam World Finals. They're on sale now. Head to monsterjam.com to book that trip. And also, you can stay up to date on the latest digital content, news, and more. We want to see you at Monster Jam World Finals 25 this 4th of July weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. But on behalf of my entire team, we want to give you all a big thank you. On behalf of our pit reporter, Alex Miniak, of course, Carlos Sparks. My name is Keaton Stewart. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.